And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw, Newton. Complete to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in the meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another carry down for Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run. This is Scarborough. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go.
It's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play fake. Mariota. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the Browns getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And some room to maneuver. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Newton on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Mariota now. Forced out to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mariota on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to stand up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Easy.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Being chased out left. And he's got room. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go. One.
On play action, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Let's go.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jarvis Landry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And his kick is good. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out to kick is Janikowski. McCaffrey on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you just a whole lot of guy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. And I looked at him coming out of college. I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Mariota trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there.
One. Get it!
Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's that? Watch the run, watch the run.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is Scarborough, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. He finds his target, Fuller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Easy. Keep it rolling.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
One.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Again, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Let's go. Keep it rolling. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Keep it rolling. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. A give to Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line. Out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now it's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Gun, gun, gun.
from the gun. Here's Newton. Out left side here to Bryant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
On third down, Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run with Henry. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.